All right, lads, welcome back to Ben Does FM, and we are going to be reacting today to the new FM26 UI that was released yesterday. Let's get into it. So then, fellas, as I mentioned, FM yesterday released the new UI for FM26. I'm going to do my immediate reactions. We're going to just go through the video. I'm going to react as we go through it. It's starting to feel very real for me now, which is good. We've seen the graphics. We're now seeing the UI. I'm intrigued by what I've seen so far. So yeah, I'm going to talk through each individual element as they sort of say things in the video. We'll stop, pause, talk about it. As I said, we kind of got to this point with FM25, but it feels like a lot of progress is happening now. We've also got a release date, which is the 4th of November, and you can go away now and start to pre-order the game. There seems to be a pre-release as well, which is great. So we're going to talk through all that sort of thing in the video. So let's get into it, and let's start to have a look at the new UI in FM26.
In FM26, we're changing the game with a refreshed UI. A new, intuitive way to explore every element of your career meets a visual identity that's tailor-made for the modern manager. In FM26, football belongs to you and your vision. Every lineup tweak, transfer negotiation, and slice of dressing room drama shapes your season. And the user interface is where you make it all happen.
So the continued bar is still there, which is a huge thing in Football Manager, right? I don't think they could ever remove that. Sorry, I know I didn't speak there for about 20 seconds, but I just wanted to get into the early stage of the video. I'm already liking the bookmarks. It says there edit bookmarks as well, so you obviously can edit what you see up here. The way that we all play Football Manager is different, and people get into a lot more detail than others. People play it in a certain way. So being able to pick your bookmarks here is a really good thing. I really like that. It's a simple but really effective addition. Let's just continue on where we got to.
And the user interface is where you make it all happen. Through listening to community feedback and deep research into how you truly navigate your careers, we've developed a game-changing new UI for F.
So that's really interesting. Let's just go back there to the portal screen. And this was something that Miles spoke at length about in his recent interview with the issues with FM25. They obviously tried to change that to a WhatsApp style portal inbox system. They've obviously gone back to a traditional inboxed way of the user interface looking, which I think they couldn't really get rid of, in my opinion. I love the inbox. It's a central hub for your game, effectively. You get everything in your inbox. I know moving it to WhatsApp would have effectively been the same, well, that was the idea, but I just like this. My initial reaction to this whole screen is what they've combined is your inbox in FM24 and your home screen. You've obviously got your inbox there, but there was a lot of dead information on FM24. So that now, basically all this information here that's on your home screen in FM24 is in your home portal screen. So that's an upgrade. Initial thoughts on how it looks. I'm interested to see if they talk about the cards and tiles in any more detail. But it looks fresh, it looks clean, it looks new. But more importantly, like I tweeted, it still gives me a Football Manager feel. It looks like Football Manager. That was my biggest concern. When I saw the screenshots for FM25, it didn't look like Football Manager to me. It looked like a new console game, a new mobile game they were trying to embed into PC. That's what it looked like to me. This doesn't look like that. So for me, it's a huge upgrade.
We've developed a game-changing new UI for FM26, condensing complex screens and menus into tiles and cards. It's clear, accessible, and makes diving into the detail that matters most to you easier than ever. Let's take a closer look. Up top, the redesigned navbar covers your...
So just on that, they said that the redesigned navbar up top. So for Football Manager players that have played it for a while, you will know that it used to be at the top, then they moved to the side. Every, I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 years, they change it from top to side. So it's going back to the top. I'm assuming here, as you can see, with each of these drop downs, you're going to have then another list of things you can click on that will take you to another screen, which is obvious there. But there's another, I'm assuming that's a tile or a card that you can then click on. But I mean, again, it looks fresh, it looks clean. I like it so far.
Key areas of responsibility, from recruitment to shaping your tactics to locking in those last-minute matchday changes, all in one easy-to-navigate space. This evolution from the traditional sidebar is all about faster access to the heart of your FM experience. Bringing a fresh take on the familiar, Navbar brings all the strategic depth you'd expect from FM.
Again, just going back to that. So my concern with FM25 was it was a dumbed down version. And as I said, it looked very console or mobile heavy, built in that way. This doesn't look like it. It still looks like Football Manager. You've got the level of depth there. There's a lot of drop downs on that menu. So they're saying simplifying it and giving you everything at ease. There's still a lot to click on and go through here. Again, I don't mind that. That's just me personally. I want FM to have more detail. I'm that sort of player. I don't, again, as I said in the graphics video, I don't play it for how it looks. I play it for the level of detail and what you can do within the game. So I don't mind this, but there will be people that still think it's cluttered or it's too, I don't say too detailed, but there's a lot to do.
You'd expect from FM, streamlined and smarter than ever. Navigating over a section smoothly reveals a sub-menu right there when you need to dig a little deeper. The portal is your one-stop shop for the key happenings in your FM universe. Each card is an invitation to explore, unlocking more layers of detail to delve into. Being a football manager means being across every facet of a busy club.
So again there, they've mentioned about being able to click on these cards and it gives you more detail. I would like to see them click through it now and let's see what it looks like, because at the moment we're just seeing a screen effectively. I want to see how you navigate through the game. That again was a key thing that Miles highlighted in FM25, was that he felt like he couldn't navigate through the game. And yeah, I want to see maybe them click through these tiles and cards and see how it all connects, see the layers that they're talking about here, how you go into that. So maybe they do in a minute.
Being across every facet
like
of a busy club, and that means plenty of messages, all vying for your time and attention. FM26's fresh portal system means you're seamlessly in control, interlinking messages, results, news, the calendar, and beyond.
Just want to stop that on there, because interactions for me is something that I've called out for a long time that need a whole revamping, a whole change. They're painful, right? So I'm hoping that they've made some changes to this. Just having a look there, some of them, I mean, the answers look the same. People will probably tell me in the comments if they are or not, but yeah, this needs changing. So again, I'm hoping in a feature release we'll get some more information.
Everything from team prep to calming matchday nerves is streamlined, discoverable, and just one click away. Of course, no game is the same, and every manager has their unique style, quirks, and footballing passions. Whether your focus is on developing wonder kids, tactical innovation, or dominating the elite in the transfer market, FM26 is tailored to your priorities, your way.
So again, they've spoke about the tailoring there, so maybe we can edit these cards, these tiles that are on the portal screen. Again, if you can do that, that would be really interesting. Do I want team report there? Probably not. Do I want fixtures there? Probably not, because you've got the fixture schedule up there. Would I have the calendar there? Again, probably not, because it's always been up the top right. That's how I've played it. Yeah, it'd be interesting if you can edit this portal. It'd be good if you can. Let's see if they do talk about that.
The introduction of bookmarks customises your managerial world, adapting how you view the beautiful game. The features you use most are always within easy reach, bespoke for your playstyle. Change your bookmarks, change the game.
Okay, so that's really important. So you can change the bookmarks. You can edit them to what you want, which again, I think is really important. They've spoken about the tailoring. They've spoken about playing the game how you want to play it. So I'm hoping that feeds into what I just said, and you can actually then edit those tiles on the portal screen.
Scouting out the opposition's key threats or sizing someone up for the transfer market? Our innovative streamlined take on player reports makes viewing player performance and profile information.
Right, let's just go back there and have a look at the player page. So is there anything here that is new? Let's just have a look. Inside winger, so that's a new position. Wide forward, that's a new position. Playmaking winger. I know they had wide playmaker. Is it wide playmaker they have currently in FM24? So set pieces have been segregated. They've got their own section now. I quite like that. That's good. Doesn't look like there's any new attributes in the player profile though. Nothing looks too dissimilar there. Again, it looks cleaner. It looks fresher. It looks new. It still looks like FM though, which is the main thing. And I keep reiterating that. That was what I wanted to see. I wanted to make sure it still looked like Football Manager, and it certainly does. Let's see if they click through the tiles again. It'd be interesting to see if I want to see that interaction.
Reports makes viewing player performance and profile information a breeze, with enhanced details unlocked with just a click. A radically overhauled search tool isn't just about grabbing critical information without fuss. It's also about your gateway to becoming a better equipped and more complete Football Manager. Beyond the usual rapid access to clubs.
It is quite funny if they're rolling out search menu as a new feature. That's an interesting way to badge that up. But again, I think if it's going to be more intuitive, the search bar in FM24 is okay. Again, if you get things like messages or emails to your inbox in here as well, it's going to make it all more connected. But I'm not feeling that at the moment. I want to see it. I want to see how it is connected. I want to see maybe click on that and how it takes you there. Maybe that's too much for this release, but I keep saying it looks fresher, it looks cleaner, it looks new, it looks like FM. How does it feel? How do we navigate through the game? Miles made a huge point on the navigation of FM25 being wrong. How do we navigate through FM26? How do the tiles and cards interact? How do we move through like we do in FM24 now? You know how to get to a national team, to get into the under-21s, to get into a play. I want to see that. I want to see how it's all interlinked, how it plays ultimately.
Players, coaches and other areas of the game, Search Now also surfaces an unrivaled collection of guides, support and insights from our FMpedia. Perfect if you're an intrepid first-timer or returning to the franchise after some time out of the hot seat. It's all about building a deeper relationship to the beautiful game, from tactics to terminology, no matter where you are on your football journey.
So again here, I think what they're trying to do, this is like we have now, when you load up a new save, you get all of your tutorial coming through as you click through each screen on FM24. I'm assuming here it's just a centralised hub with all that information in that you can go and find as and when you need it, rather than it being forced upon you. I don't know, I'm guessing, but this looks better. I hate the fact that when you start a new save, it pops up all the time. Again, someone will probably tell me you can turn that off, but yeah, this looks like a centralised hub for what you potentially need to find. Again, it feels very new player centric. Again, it's not a problem. They need to do this to grow the game, which ultimately gives us then, if they grow the game, we get a better match engine. If they grow the game, we get more level of detail for someone like me and for players that like to play FM with a lot of detail in it. So if this makes it easier for new players to pick it up, put it down, all that sort of thing, then great. Will I be using it? Probably not.
You can just dive in with search. And it all comes back to the portal. Everything connects here. Every part of your footballing vision now united. Accessible and customisable on your terms.
So again, they've said it's customisable, so I really hope that portal page is. It'll just make it so much better for each individual player. So yeah, I really hope that portal page is. I know we've got the bookmarks they've said are changeable and you can select your favourites there, but I really want to see that this portal page is customisable. Again, what we got? We got 20 odd seconds left. I want to see them click through the cards. I want the tiles. I want to see how that interacts a bit.
Our redesigned UI for FM26 means clarity without compromise. It's all the depth and knowledge you expect.
Clarity without compromise. That is a perfect way of describing how I wanted this game to be. That being said, it still does feel like it's very much built with console in mind, very much built with mobile in mind, with the tiles and cards, and how this is squared off at the club names. I'm assuming that's going to make it easier for console players to go and then click on Liverpool or Man City or whoever they're going to be clicking on. So clarity without compromise is a nice way to sum it up, I feel.
But simpler to access, more intuitive to navigate, and crafted smarter to serve the future of football management. We cannot wait for you to experience it. Step into the dugout. It's time to change the game.
So that is my initial reaction talking through the video. I must admit, as I keep saying, I feel like that is an improvement on what we've got now. Again, mentioned it a couple of times. My big concern was FM25 looked very, very dumbed down and it looked very mobile and console heavy. That doesn't feel like that. It feels new, it feels updated, but it still feels and looks like FM. Again, I know I've mentioned it a few times, but I would have liked to have seen a little bit more interaction with the tiles and cards. How do we navigate? They spoke about navigating through the game and it being easier. We didn't see it. It was just someone on a screen ultimately there. So I want to see a little bit more in depth. Maybe that's going to come in at a later date. But that's my initial reaction. Clean, fresh, new, updated, but still FM, which is the main thing. I was worried, as I keep saying, about FM25. FM26 looks like a new football game, a new football management game, but still gives me FM feels just by looking at it. As I say, I want that more interaction. I want to see how it all ties together. I want to see how it plays, interacts, all the good things. But it looks good. It looks good. So now the graphics are out. The UI is out. As I said, I'm starting to get excited. I'm starting to get a feel of what FM26 is going to be like. Really interested now to see more releases, what they're going to put out there, what more they're going to show us. There's still a few things that I'd like to see changed in the game. So let's wrap it up there. I'm really excited now, and yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to be released next. If you like the video, if you like what I've spoke about there, if you like my opinions, please give me a thumbs up on the video. And yeah, if you're new around here, give the channel a subscribe. I'm excited now. Sorry, I had a little pause there. I was just thinking, yeah, I'm excited now. So if you are new around here, give the channel a subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.